Okay, so I did sanded this all down. It looks all nice. Put this, so what this is here, this is little slices of antler, deer antler, whoops, that I sliced with my little scroll saw. So I made this nice little antler bridge here. Got the nice black walnut, or sorry, this is black locust, this is nothing, that shouldn't be there. The idea for this is I'm going to put another bridge on it and cut it into pieces so I can stick them under here and slide them and change the pitch without having to retune it every time. That's my silverware drawer. So anyway, and then down here what I did was I took the bridge and then I put these little pegs because of all the tension, so I'm trying to separate these out into sets of 3. So right now I've only got 2 on them. But see, there's this third hole. So I got this other peg I'm going to put there. And then there's going to be 3 strings per set. And then down here I got to put some more little pins in it to kind of pinch those together and hold those into that spot. Pinch those together and hold those into that spot. And that way it keeps them a little more separated so that when I'm banging on them, anyway, and then these 2 bass strings, I think I'm only going to put 2 instead of 3 for this bottom rung here, because these are not quite, they weren't quite long enough, and like now it will reach it, but not after I put the little tensioner pins on it to hold it out to the side. It won't reach. So I decided I'm gonna take another block of wood and put it here, and then put my two tuning knobs here, and then those will just be running along here, and they're going to be real low, be like a boom, 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 or whatever I tune it to. And these also, though, these were too big to fit into the guitar string holes here, because these are just for guitar strings, so these wouldn't even fit. So I had to. So what I'm going to do is, see if I can find one. Just kind of my random parts and things. So I do have a couple of these bass guitar ones, but like this one broke because I tried to put a cable on it and it was just too much tension. Hold on. Oh, here we go. So for the bass ones, I'm just going to use these, and I'm going to drill that hole in the top right here. Right there. I'm going to drill that bigger so that these will fit through there. And then I'm just going to put these here. And then build another bridge. And then I'm going to lock them down. Because the problem with these is that once you get it all tightened in there, as soon as you start banging on it, the tension wants to start unwinding it, and so you have to constantly retune it. And of course, because it's so taut, you have to get pliers to do it, and you can't really do that while you're playing a show. So I'm gonna do it like this and tune it with pliers, and then I'm gonna lock the string down onto the bridge so that it just stays there, and then that'll alleviate the problems. But anyway, so this is the progress that I've made on it so far. I actually kind of decorated it a little bit more than I normally do, because these are just kind of ghetto type deals, I just make them out of junk. But as you can see here, I've been drawing on stuff with markers. And, once it's all done, I might actually put some fabric down here to make it look kind of nice. I don't know. So this guy was in one of those bands the other night, asked me if I make these and sell them. And I said, no, I make them and then I tear them apart and I make new things and then I tear those apart and I make new things. But it's like, hell, man, if somebody wanted to buy one of these things from me, you know, I could definitely use some money. Anyway, so this is the progress I've made on it thus far. This here, I have this idea for this. I'm either going to move it to where when I go like that, it's going to bang on this, or I might put it to where it bangs on this. And then, but listen. See how it makes them all ring out? So that has some fun potential. So I just need to figure out where I'm going to make this thing bang. If I'm going to make it bang here, or I don't know. Or maybe just leave it right there. I don't know. It's hard to say. And once I get it plugged in, I can work out all those bugs. But on this one, I actually put a plug, because this cord here is kind of short. It's kind of short. And if anything happens to this plug, the instrument's over until I fix it. So I'm gonna wire this into this plug, and then I can just get another cord and plug it into the mixer like that. Anyway, there you go. So there's the progress I've made so far. Tune in next time for How to Create Awesomeness with Old Household Junk, Volume 3, Episode, what is it, F2 and D. Anyway, we'll figure it out. We're 10-10 on the side.